Today we're going to be discussing with Michelle Bates from Virtual Safety Management the issue around respect at work and what's coming in for Queensland and what it means for businesses here. Michelle, can you take me through what the legislation is about, what the aim of it is?
The legislation has been strengthened in Queensland to put this really strong onus of risk management and risk prevention, a positive duty on employers in Queensland to actively prevent sexual harassment from happening in the first place, in their workplaces.
What are some of the things that a business or an employer or a manager needs to be looking out for and some steps they need to take?
The first one is really getting to know your own business and the hazards in your business. So what we've done is created a risk assessment template for you to use.
What are some of the specific actions an employer might take?
The first one is to do your risk assessment and get to know what vulnerabilities are in your business. And then after that, we're using that information to populate a prevention plan. Now, the best way to do this is to get your workers involved in the risk assessment, but also developing that prevention plan so that you've got very strong, proactive hazard management in your business to actually prevent this from happening.
Do you recommend or suggest training specifically for managers?
The education and awareness piece is extremely important. So everyone from, the top management, senior management, your managers, team leaders, and your workers need to be aware of what's in place to prevent sexual harassment in your workplace. That can mean, looking at your policies, your procedures, your risk controls, how people can actually report any hazards or any incidents that have happened as well.
How managers handle a sexual harassment complaint should they get one.
Definitely. Look, it's never a great thing to come across your desk. And there is a lot of things that you need to be very mindful of. Confidentiality is number one. We need to have things documented. We need to reach out to external people that can help you go through this investigation and handling if there is any subsequent disciplinary action that's required, and just navigating that process. But it really has to be just and fair and consistent. Consistency is a big part of it.
If you have a complaint come across your desk, not thinking that automatically that it is true, it's actually investigating if it is true, and and if that is the case, are you as the manager the best person to be doing it? Is there someone else in the business that should be doing it, or should it be outsourced altogether to have an external investigator? What are your thoughts around that?
I think there could be a mix. It really depends on the individual incident, circumstances and situation. So if that manager is close to the people involved, maybe they're not the best person to be investigating that actual complaint or incident. It could be another manager who's very impartial or has an investigative background, or you outsource it to a HR professional like Akyra to help with that impartial, consistent and confidential investigation.
For businesses or employers to ensure their managers understand what their responsibilities are, understand how to manage it if they do get such a complaint. And to be fair, this isn't a complaint that comes across a manager's desk every day of the week. It's really thinking through what your business is about and what the risks are that are specific to your business activities.
Queensland do have this very strong stance on preventing sexual harassment and abuse in the workplace, and this really is nation-leading legislation, and it's because it keeps happening. People are still coming to work with the risk of being sexually violated, sexually attacked, harassed and treated differently because of something that they can't change. And it has to stop.
So if you have any queries about the information in today's video, please reach out to Akyra. We also work with Michelle from Virtual Safety Management, who's one of our key associates in how we make sure we get the correct information for our clients.